I want a divorce, Sarah. I don't need you in my life anymore.
What? Why are you saying this out of nowhere? A divorce? Are you being serious?
I would never joke about this. I want to live the rest of my life with my girlfriend.
A girlfriend? What do you mean? Don't tell me that you're cheating on me.
I'm not cheating. I truly love her, so I'm serious about her.
What?
I finally met my destiny. I met her the first time at her entrance ceremony at our company. The moment our eyes met, I was shocked.
Hold on, you're having an affair with someone from work? And the entrance ceremony? Are you saying that she's a new graduate who started working this year?
Yeah, she's still in her early 20s and she's a wonderful young girlfriend.
You're kidding me. What exactly do you go to work for?
It's so amazing to have a pretty girlfriend at the workplace. Even when something happens at work, she always cheers me up. And it's so thrilling to do some secret things in the workplace, too. I'm confident to say that I'm the happiest man on earth.
Sounds like you're really into her.
Yeah, I can only think of her. So, I want a divorce. I need to marry her since she's my destiny.
I get what you're saying, but I can't just agree to this when it's coming out of nowhere. We need to talk about this tonight. I'll make sure to leave work on time today.
I have nothing to talk to you about. We're getting divorced even if you don't agree to it.
What?
I'll be at her house starting today for the upcoming month, so I want you to gather your belongings in the meantime and move out. Make sure to turn in the divorce application as soon as possible.
You're kidding! You can't just break up with me without even seeing me! I'll be waiting for you, so you'd better come home tonight, or else I'm not even going to turn in the divorce application! Hey, old lady! When are you going to finally break up with John? I've been waiting for 2 months already! Are you John's girlfriend? What? I'm not just his girlfriend anymore. He's going to marry me. I'm not just his girlfriend. I'm his wife now. John's wife is me. You haven't even obtained a marriage certificate. You're being ridiculous. I can't obtain a marriage certificate even if I want to because of you. Hurry up and file the divorce application! John told me all about it. You guys already have a divorce application filled out, right? Yes, I do. We filled it out along with the marriage application when we got married. John told me to fill it out after being influenced by a weird movie, so we had it ready just in case of anything. Can you just file it then? This is the moment of just in case, right? That's right, but I don't want to break up with him until I agree to it. What? I can't just file for the divorce when we haven't even discussed it in person. Besides, divorce doesn't end the moment we turn in the application. We need to divide the marital assets, and we need to discuss compensation for the reason for the divorce. I can't submit the divorce application without even talking about that. Then, no marital asset division and no compensation. That's fine, right? So hurry up and go turn it in. No, that's not okay. Shut up! Just hurry up and turn in the divorce application. I'm pregnant. What are you going to do if I have to have the baby without a father? What? You're pregnant? Oh, hasn't John told you about it? No, he hasn't. So, this must be the reason why he suddenly decided for a divorce. I knew something was wrong. Who cares about the reason? John loves me and I love him. We're destined to be together, and you're just in our way. We're done with you, old hag, so we want you gone. Did you just call me a hag? I can't believe you're acting so shamelessly when you were having an affair with a married man. You too? Stop being so cocky. You're a loser who's getting divorced. No matter how long you wait, he's not coming back to you. John is mine now.
All right, our divorce is finally official. You wouldn't turn in the divorce application, so I filed it instead.
What?
Mindy told you about her pregnancy, right? We can't wait for you forever.
But then, you couldn't have filed it on your own. I haven't agreed to this yet.
I don't need you to agree to it. Oh, I'm so glad we had the divorce application filled out when we were getting married. I heard it's a crime if I were to sign it without your consent. No matter how old it is, it's valid as long as both of us signed it.
I still have the divorce application we filled out. How did you even file it?
I took it from your car. You tend to hide things on your dashboard.
What?
So, I was at your office until just earlier, and I took it from your car that was parked in the employee parking space. As expected, I found the divorce application that was filled out on your dashboard.
I guess there's nothing I can hide after living with you for 6 years. I was so confident that you won't find it.
All is well, and the application was accepted smoothly. So, now our divorce is official. I filed my marriage application with Mindy right then, too.
I'm sure the staff there must have been surprised for you to submit your divorce application and the marriage application at the same time. You're pretty much telling them that you're the type of guy who'd dump your wife for another woman.
But I'm serious about this relationship. I'm only gonna redo this with my destiny. Don't you dare see me as one of those terrible guys who cheat on their wives.
Sure, you're definitely worse than them. At least you could have apologized about the fact that you cheated on me, but you're not even admitting it as you say that it's pure love. How stupid.
What did you just say?
Ugh, I was hoping to talk to you before we got divorced, but I guess I don't have a choice if you already filed it.
I said there's nothing to talk about! I hate how you gave me a hard time over this divorce. All I need to do now is bring in Mandy's belongings to the house. I'll go ahead and throw away your belongings on my end.
What?
I told you to move out within the month, right? But you wouldn't file the divorce application and you wouldn't move out. You're so much trouble.
Hold on, did you go inside the house without even asking?
What's wrong with entering my house without even asking? It's your fault for not moving out like I told you to. You're not entitled to complain even if I toss out your belongings.
No way. Hold on, don't you dare touch anything there.
Huh? You're a stranger and you can't tell me what to do. You're not my wife anymore. You're my ex-wife and a stranger now. Your belongings are in my way and I'm tossing everything out.
No way.
I hired a vendor to get rid of all your belongings. You'd better move out without anything by the end of the day.
I already moved out.
Huh?
I already moved out of that house long ago. No matter how long I waited, you didn't come back home. I made sure to leave that house within the month you told me to. I'm already living somewhere else.
What's going on? Your belongings were still inside the house, so I hired a vendor and had them remove everything.
I'm sure you ended up removing the things that belonged to the new resident there. I told the real estate agent that I wanted to move out. And he said that there was someone who was interested in the property and wanted us to move out quickly. So, I believe the next resident moved in right after I moved out.
The next resident?
So, that's why I told you not to touch anything there. But you already removed everything, right? Ugh, that's property damage. Actually, it's considered breaking in.
What? What? I just went into my house the way I always do. How is that breaking in? Besides, why'd you have to talk to the real estate agency about this? Mindy and I planned on living here.
We rented that place under my name and I was moving out. What's wrong with informing the landlord that I was moving out?
What are you talking about? We rented this place when we got married. I'm sure it was under my name.
Did you forget? About 2 years into our marriage, we switched it over to my name.
What?
My company decided to provide more for housing, and since it would save us money that way, we switched it over to my name.
Oh, I think I remember that.
That's why I wanted to talk to you before we broke up about when to switch over this place to be rented under your name. Or if you would have rather lived somewhere else, but then you didn't care to talk about it.
So, the stuff that I removed from here, did they really belong to a stranger?
I suppose. All I know is that they don't belong to me.
You're kidding me! I entered the place with the key I had! I wouldn't have thought that they belonged to the new resident here!
Maybe the real estate agent thought it was fine if they didn't switch the locks. That place has terrible reviews that they tend to be greedy.
What? That's terrible!
The lousy real estate agency is at fault for not switching out the locks. But the guiltiest person would be you, since you tossed the things that were in there without even talking to anyone. You're probably going to have to compensate for the damages.
What?
I mean, you should have known the moment you walked in there. I'm not sure what kind of taste the current resident has with the furniture, but it should look completely different from the way it looked when we lived there.
I wasn't paying attention! I was too excited that we finally got divorced, so all I cared was to get rid of your belongings as soon as possible!
I guess love is blind. You were blinded from everything else. If only you noticed it, you could have avoided the worst-case scenario.
How much money will I be liable for? I'm at fault, but the real estate agency is at fault for not switching out the locks, too. Do you think I'd only have to pay just a little?
Don't ask me. I'm not the expert. Besides, we already got divorced, and I'm a stranger to you. I have nothing to do with it, so please don't get me involved.
What?
You can be concerned about the liability all you want, but you need to consider the marital asset and the compensation for me, too. Even though our divorce is official, you're still going to have to deal with those subjects.
What?
I'm starting to get sick of this, so maybe I'll hire a lawyer. You'll probably hear from a lawyer once I hire one, so please be sincere with the way you handle this situation. You should be liable for the entire damage! John and I won't pay a single penny! What? The real estate agency reached out to us just now. They said John has to pay $20,000 for the stuff he tossed out! And we have to pay compensation and settlement on top of that, and we have to pay $60,000 in total! So you'd better pay the entire $60,000! Whoa, that's a lot more than I imagined, but I have nothing to do with it, and I'm not paying a single penny. What? This is happening because of you! If only you told him that the contract for that unit was terminated. If only you turned in the divorce application, none of this would be happening right now! Even if you talk about the past, you can't erase what was already done. John broke into that place to toss out a stranger's belongings. So, he's the one who's responsible for this matter. I have nothing to do with it. You're kidding me! I'm about to have a baby! We can't afford to pay $60,000! I mean, even if you were to tell me your problems, it's not my problem. If you can't pay, why don't you talk to the real estate agency and the current resident there? You can't complain to me. Then, can you at least take down the compensation you're demanding from us? What? Your lawyer reached out to us. He said that John and I, together, have to pay you $40K in total. We already have to pay $60K, so we can't afford to pay another $40K. Oh wow, that's a total of $100K. That sounds rough, but I'm making you pay, no matter what. Oh my goodness! Why do I have to get involved with your problem? My husband cheated on me and a younger woman stole my husband. Those facts won't ever get erased, and the responsibility lies on the involved party. But we weren't having an affair. We truly love each other. We just met in the wrong order, and he was destined to marry me. I don't get why I have to pay you compensation. Well, I don't get what you're saying. Anyway, if you have complaints, please talk to my lawyer. I don't want to deal with an idiot any longer. That's why I'm spending so much to hire a lawyer. Did you just call me an idiot? Who else is there? Oh, there's John! That's right. What? Anyway, please talk to my lawyer if you want to say anything. I'm excusing myself at this time.
Please, Sarah, I need you to get back together with me. You're my destiny after all.
Huh? You finally got to break up with me and you finally paid compensation and marital assets. You just started your newlywed life with Mindy. Why are you saying that?
But the newlywed life is a living hell! I can't take this anymore! I want to get back together with you and go back to normal!
What? I thought you guys were leading on a lovey-dovey newlywed life. You're about to have a child, too. Isn't right now the best time of your marriage?
We're not lovey-dovey! Things are just so awkward between us, and I'm about to have a stomach ulcer because of the $60,000 I paid that resident and the $40,000 that I paid you. We don't have anything in our savings anymore, and we're totally broke. We can't afford to rent a place, so we live together at my parents' house.
Was that so?
Mindy is so upset that she has to live with my parents when we just got married, and my parents are being so awkward about it.
Of course. The moment their son got divorced, he's bringing in the woman he had an affair with as he moved back in. And to add, both of you are broke. That's so pathetic.
Mom is really upset with us, too. She's so cold with us, and she treats us as if we don't even exist. And Mindy gets so upset with my parents, too. The in-law relationship is just terrible. They're arguing every day, and I'm the middleman here. It's a living hell.
Whoa.
I'm trying to get Mindy to tone it down, but she claims that her baby is going to be my parents' first grandchild, and that they should be kinder to their daughter-in-law who's doing them a favor of being pregnant with their grandchild. No matter what I say, she won't get where she stands.
Mindy is just so bold. Of course that wasn't a compliment.
So, my parents called me out just now, and they said they wanted us out of the house. They said that they won't let me inherit anything if we stay longer, and that they'd cut ties with us.
Whoa, so they'd cut ties if you forced to live there. But if you leave, you guys are just so broke and you can't even make living. I guess it's a living hell either way.
So please, I need you to save me from this hell. I finally realized how stupid I was. Every time I see Mindy's face lately, I regret marrying her at all. And I can't stop crying when I remember how my marriage was with you.
Then go ahead and continue crying as you pay an additional $10K to me.
Huh?
I'm sorry to do this to you when you're being so emotional, but that's not going to work for me. I can't get back together with you, and do you remember what my lawyer said to you? After paying the compensation, you weren't supposed to bother me ever again. If you were to reach out to me ever again, you'd be liable for another $10,000. You signed for this.
Oh!
I guess you forgot because of being in a living hell, but I'm not letting this go, and I'm going to do this all the way through. You'd better pay it.
No way! Hold on! Oh, please! I really can't pay another $10,000!
I don't care about a stranger's problem. Anyway, my lawyer will be reaching out to you again. Make sure you pay what you owe. The talented lawyer made sure to collect the money, and I earned an additional $10,000, and Mindy got extremely furious with John about this matter. What on earth are you doing when we're about to have a baby? I never knew you were so unreliable. At this point, I want a divorce. You'd better pay for childcare. So, she's demanding more childcare than what's an appropriate amount, and at this point, John is also demanding her compensation from their divorce, claiming that his life is ruined because of her. Neither of them can afford to hire a lawyer, so they're at the court every day, having a so-called trial as they insult each other. I overheard that her baby is due soon, but I can only hope for the best for the baby since the baby is innocent. What should I do, sis? I failed to get into college again. What? I failed 6 times already. I really wanted to get into UG this year. I heard UG is hard to get in, but I guess it's very challenging. But I'm not going to give up. I know I have talent. I'm getting in next time, no matter what. Are you still going to keep trying? Didn't you say that this will be the last time? I can't just give up. So please keep paying for my living expenses in the prep school. What? Also, I'm going to a different prep school starting this year. I had been going somewhere I could walk from our parents' house, but starting this year, I'll be going to the one next town. I heard it's a top-tier prep school with a lot of experts. Top tier? Wouldn't that be expensive? Yup, it'll be about $10,000 per year. But the current one only costs about $5,000. Is it going to be double? But I really want to go to that school. I heard half of the people who got in this year went to that prep school. I'm sorry, but I can't support you anymore. You need to look for a job as you promised, Michelle. What? You're already aware that we're barely affording our living expenses, right? Our parents are already retired and they're living off Social Security. You've been failing to get into college and you don't even work part-time. I can't afford to carry all of our living expenses and your prep school tuition anymore. Are you telling me to give up on my dream then? Your beloved sister has been trying hard to make her dream come true. And you're telling me to dispose of that dream? If you really can't give up on that dream, you should figure something out on your own. You can get a job so you'd make your tuition while you study. What? I can't do that! If you can't do that, you need to give up on your dream. You're going to keep your promise that this will be the final year. That's not okay! I'll make sure to get in next year, so I need your support! But we can't even afford it. You're lying to me. I know you've been secretly saving up. You have $10,000 in your hidden account. How do you even know about my hidden account? And with that $10,000, I can give it another try. So please let me spend that money. I was saving up for the repair costs for the house. Since the house is deteriorated, I wanted to do a renovation. Even if the house is deteriorated, it can still be in use. There's no reason to rush to fix it, so you should spend that money for my college entrance. Well, I'm just going to spend it anyway. Huh? The prep school starts accepting applications today. But since it's a top-tier school, it's extremely competitive. I need to apply today and deposit the tuition. So, I just deposited it to the school right now. What did you just say? Did you just spend my money without my permission? Besides, how did you even know my PIN? We live together, so it wasn't hard for me to figure out the pin. Anyway, it's already been paid, so I'll try my best for another year. I'll get in this time for sure. And I'll become a famous artist in the future. I'll pay you back all my living expenses and my tuition once I start earning.
Julie, Michelle told me, but are you going to support her for trying to get into college for another year? She says she's not going to look for a job yet because you're paying for her tuition. That's what she said.
I don't support her, and she spent my money without even asking. I was saving that money to renovate the house, but she spent it for her prep school just earlier.
I knew it. I'm sorry that she keeps giving you all the trouble. If only we had saved up for the sake of our children, we wouldn't have caused you so much trouble.
You've already spent enough on us. You let us go to school, and you let us take the classes we wanted. I really appreciate you guys.
That's the least we could do as parents. We struggled to have children, and we were finally gifted with 2 daughters. So, we were trying our best not to make you guys struggle for financial reasons, but I never thought failing to get into college would be so expensive.
She failed 6 times. Well, if we include this year, she failed 7 times. It's not just the prep school, but her art supplies are expensive too. You already spent all your retirement funds for her, and yet it's still not enough.
And that's why we had her promise that this will be her final year to try. But I never thought she'd spend her sister's money without permission.
I can't do anything about it if she's already spent it, so I'll just support her for another year. So, I need to ask you and Mom to try and watch out on our spending for another year. The renovation won't happen anytime soon, either.
That's fine with us, but there's something I wanted to talk to you about. It's something important about our future. I'm hoping to talk to you somewhere Michelle won't hear us talking.
Huh?
Your mother and I are both getting older. I want to gift this house and the land to you before anything happens to us. I'm sure it'll be worth something, so I wanted to explain everything in advance.
Hold on a second. If it's something so important, isn't it better if we include Michelle to this conversation? I feel like we should discuss it as siblings.
No, I'm only going to talk to you about it. You've done so much for the sake of our family, and we caused you so much trouble. That's why I want you to have it. Of course, we'll leave some of our assets for Michelle, but I want you to have the majority of it for all the trouble you've gone through.
Okay, let's talk about it.
We'll talk about the details on another day. Once Michelle starts going to prep school, she won't be home too often. Let's talk when she's not home.
Michelle, you need to come to the hospital right now. Both Mom and Dad fell ill. Oh my goodness! They had a stroke, so they were taken to the hospital. But Mom ended up having a heart attack at the same time, so they're both hospitalized now. What? Both Mom and Dad? Both of them are finally stable now, but Dad might end up being paralyzed, and he might need to be taken care of. Anyway, the doctor will explain everything to us, so can you come to the hospital? I'll send you the address right now. I'm sorry, but I can't go. What? Why can't you be here when this is happening to our parents? You need to leave your class right now. I'm actually not at prep school right now. Things happened and I skipped today. Skipped? Don't tell me that you ditched class. You can't be ditching classes when you made me pay for the tuition. I wasn't ditching it. I'm just seeing someone really important right now, so I had no choice but to skip. Someone important? Anyway, I can't leave right now. You can talk to the doctor on your own. I'll talk to you later. Sis, I decided to get married instead of getting into college. Huh? So, I'll be moving out as I get married. Please take care of Mom and Dad for me. What? What are you even saying? You didn't even show up yesterday, and you didn't even come home. I was worried about you because you haven't been responding no matter how many times I called you. And now you're telling me that you're getting married? I told you that I'm meeting someone important, right? He's actually my lover, and so he proposed to me yesterday. He proposed to you? So that's why I couldn't make it to the hospital yesterday. A marriage proposal is one of the best moments in life, right? I couldn't tell him that my parents fell ill during a time like that. Hold on. There's just way too many things going on, and I'm not processing everything. Both of our parents fell ill and they're hospitalized, and my sister was proposed to and getting married? And to add, he's a business owner. He's going to make me happy. What? Were you in a relationship with a CEO? His family owns a pretty big company too, and he also established his company himself. He's a successful businessman. That's good. But why is it that you get to be with a guy like him? You failed to get into college 7 years in a row. I met him at an exhibition. The prep school students hosted an exhibition together. And when he was there, he was really fond of my piece. I guess a rich man has the right taste in art. Was that how you guys met? That's right. He's always enjoyed art. And he says she's been looking for a younger artist as his partner. And he fell in love at first sight with me when he saw my art at the exhibition. He says that he wants to support me as my husband from now on. I get that he's a wonderful man. You can marry whoever you want, too. But are you sure you want to quit getting into college? You've been working so hard to get into UG for so many years. Sis, are you stupid? If I get to marry such a rich man, I don't need to go to a university. Huh? If I'm married to a rich man, I'm a winner, both as an artist and as a woman. I get to go on about my art for the rest of my life without even worrying about money. I could summon a top-tier artist to have them give me an in-person lesson, too. I'd become the ultimate artist. I guess that's just another way to live. But since I've supported you all along, I have mixed feelings. I'm sorry that I wasted all your money after supporting me for 7 years. I feel kind of bad for you. So, as an apology, you can have our parents' house. Huh? If anything, I don't mind neglecting the assets. I'm getting married to a rich man, so I don't need our parents' shack. Can we just say that all my tuition and the care I'm supposed to give for our parents is called even after you take the house? Hold on. Did you just naturally try to make me take care of our parents all by myself? That's right. Is there a problem? Problem? I mean, both of our parents have fallen ill. Don't you think we should support each other as we take care of them? For most sisters, yes, but I'm a beautiful artist. I don't want to touch dirty things. I don't even want to see it. So, I can't possibly give care for our parents. What? I heard it's so rough to take care of your parents, both mentally and physically. Especially when it comes to helping our parents with the bathroom. I can't. Artists can only create beautiful pieces by only dealing with beautiful things. So, since you're just an ordinary person, you can take care of all the dirty care to give. You're kidding. After everything that our parents and I have done for you, you're dumping your family like this. You don't have to get so mad. You can take our parents' shack. So, make sure you take care of our parents. You're terrible. Say whatever you want. Staying honest with myself is what matters as an artist. Well then I'll take their house as you said. Also, you're willing to neglect the inheritance, right? You'd better keep these 2 promises. If anything, I'll sign an oath and send it over to you. That's a great idea. I need you to immediately sign an oath and send it to me. You can get married or do whatever you want after that. Hey sis, why is the house unsold? I'm back here, but I can't live here. Huh? Why are you back? You said you'll never be back once you get married. Things happened and I decided to break up with him. I'm not going to marry him. What? So I came back here, but why is the house already sold? I heard that both of our parents have been discharged from the hospital. Where are you guys? Our parents both decided to go into a caregiver's facility after they were released. I'm sure they'll feel assured if the experts give them care. We've sold the land and the house for $1 million, so we could easily afford to get them into the facility. $1 million? Was that how much that house was worth? The house? Well, it was actually the land. I heard they're trying to build a high-rise somewhere in this area, so a real estate agent was contacting us to ask if we could sell them the land. And so we sold it for $1 million. No way. I mean, that's way too expensive. There's no way that the shack and the land could have been worth so much. Well, it turned out that it was worth it. The house was right in front of a major street, right? And it turned out that the street itself was owned by our family. Huh? We owned the street? Is that even possible? I've never heard of that. It's a really unique case. Most streets are government property, whether it be the city or the federal government. But in the old days, there used to be cases where there's been measurement errors that ended up having a public street built in private properties. Really? Some people take advantage of that and charge people tolls. Our parents didn't do that, though. They were having everyone use that road, just like any public street. But because the land was so complicated, it gave another reason why the real estate agency wanted to get a hold of it. So that's why they were willing to pay $1 million. Oh my goodness, I had no idea that the shack was worth so much. So, our parents aren't homeowners anymore. This means that you don't have a house to go back to. You need to look for a place to live in on your own. I can't do that! I've never had a job before, so I don't have any money. There's no real estate agency that will let me borrow a unit when I failed to get into college 7 straight years. I mean, to begin with, why did you suddenly decide not to marry him? He was understanding with art, and he was rich. You don't have a reason to call off the engagement. I'm the one to ask that question. He suddenly said he wanted to break up with me as he kicked me out of the house. What? Was that how suddenly he dumped you? I still love him. I want to marry him so badly, but he said he can't. He said that he found someone who's far more talented than me and that he wants to marry her instead. He dumped me out of nowhere. Oh my goodness. He said that he'd rather marry her than me. I can't believe he dumped me so suddenly. Has he been cheating on you? Well, if that's the case, you can claim compensation. No, he never cheated on me. I was suspecting it too, so I checked his phone before he kicked me out, and I couldn't find any evidence of an affair, and it didn't look like he destroyed any evidence. He says that it's his one-sided love. He says he's going to confess to her once our engagement was off. Oh, he's a very sincere man. Sincere? No way! He got my hopes up that I could marry him, and he dumped me just like that. This is terrible, and he was being even more terrible when we were breaking up. He said that I would understand him if I love art, and that it's a human nature to want to keep beautiful things nearby. He acts as if he's an artist as he justified the reason why he's putting off our engagement. Whoa. And because of that, my life is messed up. I was going to marry him by quitting to get into college. So sis, I need your help. Can you let me stay over at your place? No way. Huh? I'm not giving you my new address. This will be the last time I talk to you. I'm never going to see you again. Hold on. Why would you say that? Your only sister is in trouble right now. I'm aware, and that's why you're trying to rely on your sister again, right? You're going to parasite at my place to demand for living expenses again. And you're probably going to demand to pay for your tuition for another year of prep school, but I don't want to be your ATM anymore, so I won't ever see you again. ATM? No way! I've never looked at you like that!
Then, were you treating your sister like an ATM without even realizing it? That makes it even worse!
Huh?
As your father, I beg you, please let Julie live a life for herself. She's already done enough for you, and if you're trying to cause her trouble again, I'm not letting you!
Huh? Is that you, Dad? Why?
Julie came to visit us just now. I'm still slightly paralyzed, but I can still type on a phone.
If you're there with her, I need you to talk to her for me. She can't do this to her sister when I'm in trouble.
Then don't you think it's ridiculous that your only sister's life is going to be ruined for your sake? You made her spend on your dream for so many years, and the moment your parents needed care, you neglected to do so. Don't you think you're being ridiculous?
Well...
Michelle, if you're going after a dream, you need to make a sacrifice. It was that way for us, too. We wanted children, and we spent so much time and money on that. Back then, infertility treatment wouldn't be covered by insurance, so we spent over $100,000.
That much?
We still couldn't give up, so we made our dream come true. Look. That's what a dream is. If you're going after your dream, you need to figure out your time and money all on your own. Your dream will never come true if you're expecting someone else to spend that time and money.
But...
We all believed in you because we loved you all along, but you weren't grateful for anything. Even after we couldn't afford to support you, you even demanded more. And at the end, you neglected us. And how do you even expect us to support your dream? You're on your own from now on. Put in enough effort to make others want to support you. That's how the truly talented people live. That's all. Take care.
I'm not sure if she was moved with my father's words, but Michelle never reached out to me after that. She hasn't found out my new address, and I've been living a carefree life by myself. I overheard a rumor that Michelle begged her ex-fiancé to get back together with her, but he rejected her, and so she snapped back. And she went around telling people that the woman that he was trying to confess to is a fake artist, and that she stole her art piece just so she could get in their way. Of course, Michelle made up that story, so her ex-fiancé and his current fiancé had sued her for defamation. And she ended up being liable for a large settlement fund, and now that she has to repay that, she doesn't have the time to draw a single picture. She works in the nightlife industry now.
Hey, Julie, you'd better take Joseph's phone away from him right now. Stop giving him allowance as of this month. This is an order coming from his father.
Huh? Why are you suddenly saying this?
It's because he's stupid. He got a B on the summer mock exam for his college entrance. He needs to be punished for being so lazy.
Joseph isn't being lazy at all. His counselor also said that his first choice class might be challenges. If he got a B when it was so challenging, he did a great job so far.
Anything other than an A is trash! There's no point! Until he gets an A for the next mock exam, he's not allowed any allowances or cell phone usage!
You're being too much. Joseph tried his best too. I can't do that.
No matter how hard he tries, there's no point if he doesn't accomplish results. You're just a wife and you can't defy me!
Having a phone is a necessity for children these days. What are you going to do if he loses his friends?
Huh? If he has the time to be playing with his friends, he should study!
Studying is hard, but making great memories with friends is important too. I know he needs to get into college, but it's his final year in high school. I'd feel bad for him if he doesn't have any allowance or his cell phone. Texting a friend in the middle of the night and going to McDonald's after school only happens now.
Shut up! That cell phone bill and the allowance are being paid for by me, the head of the household! What's wrong with having me decide on how to use my money?
Oh my.
If you have a complaint, why don't you pay for all of those? I guess you can't do that because you're just a stay-at-home wife.
What did you just say?
Look, I'm not punishing him because I want to be mean to him. As long as Joseph gets an A, there's no problem. If you have the time to be arguing, you'd better make him study as his mother. Don't you get that I'm saying this for his sake?
Without me telling him to, he voluntarily studies hard. And that's why we need to acknowledge his efforts as his parents, but you never praise him for the effort he puts in.
I already told you that anything other than an A isn't even worth praising. If you want me to praise him, you'd better hurry up and make him score an A. As a mother, you should be responsible and help him study. Well, actually, it's impossible for you to help him study, huh? You never went to college.
My educational background has nothing to do with this.
Who knows? Maybe Joseph is a failure who can only score a B because of you! If only his mother was talented enough to graduate from a university, maybe Joseph's phone or allowance wouldn't have been taken away from him!
My goodness!
You're the mother who's making your son unhappy. Anyway, I don't care what you say, but his allowance and his cell phone are not allowed, okay? Tell Joseph to make sure he scores an A.
3 of you? Without me?
I wonder if he's gonna introduce me to his girlfriend.
Huh? Girlfriend? What are you talking about? Your father would never do that to me.
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually saw it once. It was a text conversation between Dad and his girlfriend.
Oh my goodness.
There was one time I secretly used Dad's phone. There was a live show for my favorite band after my exams, so I wanted to buy the ticket. It was when Dad took my phone and laptop away from me, so I bought it using Dad's phone.
So, was that when you saw the text message he had with his girlfriend?
It sounded clearly like they were lovers. I wasn't bold enough to read everything, so I just peeked at some of them.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'll go have dinner with Dad, and I'm gonna confirm who that woman is.
What? You don't have to do that. We should celebrate today.
That's why I want to clear things up. I don't want to celebrate my college entrance when I'm bothered about this. You probably can't focus on my celebration either, right?
Well,
I'm sorry, Mom, but you can wait at home tonight. I'll go find out the details.
what on earth is going on, Tucker? When I came home from Joseph's university entrance ceremony, all my belongings are gone from our house.
You're finally home. Now sign the divorce application that's by the door and go submit it. I'm breaking up with you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm already selling that house, too. If you whine and try to stay, it won't be any use.
Looks like you knew exactly what you were doing. You sold the house while I was away for the entrance ceremony.
I've been planning this all along. Our son became a college student and he's living by himself. Now that we're done raising our child, your duty as a mother is all over at this point. I'm only disposing of the woman who's done.
Enough with the nonsense. Why don't you just tell me that you're going to live with your girlfriend? After you break up with me, you're trying to live with Lily, your girlfriend.
Huh? Yeah, how do you know about her?
Joseph told me. The day he got the entrance exam results, you texted to tell me that you and Joseph are going to celebrate it alone, but in truth, your girlfriend was there too. You told him that you planned on marrying her in the future.
Damn it! I told him to keep it quiet!
I didn't think you were going to break up with me until Joseph graduated college. Never thought you'd break up with me on the day of his entrance exam.
A college student can be considered an adult, right? He can continue on with his life even if his parents get divorced. I don't even want to spend another second with you.
You must desperately want to marry her, huh?
Yeah, she's the best partner possible for me. Unlike you, she graduated from a university, and she has a title at work. She's incomparably more wonderful than you. I'm gonna live with my new family from now on. I don't need you anymore, so you can do whatever you want.
Just wait and see.
What can a stay-at-home wife do? You got dumped by your husband at that age. You have no house, no job, and no money. Your life is over at this point.
I can rent a house right away. Besides, I have work, so I'll be just fine. My life isn't over at all, so don't mind me.
What?
Anyway, I'll go turn in our divorce application. And after that, I'll go rent a new house.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Did you say you have a job? But you've been home the entire time.
To tell you the truth, I wasn't only staying home to be a housewife all along. As I supported Joseph's studying, I started to think that I could make this my career. So I started working as a tutor at a prep school for elementary students.
What?
At first, I was handling the weekday daytime classes for children who weren't going to school. And thankfully, everyone said that my lectures were easy to understand. And to add, I've been able to help those children who weren't going to school get into their first choice private middle school too. And since they said that this was the biggest accomplishment at the prep school, they decided to hire me full-time.
What? So you work there full-time?
Well, it's not like I have a set schedule like ordinary office workers. I'm only lecturing for the classes that I'm assigned to. But just with that, I make about the same income as you, Tucker. It's such a great work environment.
What? Are you making as much as I am?
Being a tutor can earn a lot. The results and popularity is very clear, and some people even make 6 digits.
Then, are you one of those popular tutors?
Thankfully. And to add, someone somehow found out about how Joseph got into his university, and there are more children who's wanting to join my class. It looks like I'm getting a pay raise starting next month.
You're kidding! Does that mean you'll be making more than I am? I've been working for 30 straight years, and you're gonna make more than me?
I first started working to protect our son. You keep wanting to take away his phone and his allowance, and that's why I started working part-time just so I can help him. But I was motivated when I was being acknowledged with what I do. And when Joseph told me about your affair, I made up my mind. I wanted to get myself ready to break up with you anytime.
Oh my!
So, I'm completely fine, even if you kick me out like this. If you want to break up with me, please be yourself. I'll be released from doing housework for you, and now I can focus on work. Besides, I'll get a huge allowance when I claim compensation from you, so this is great.
What?
According to what you told Joseph, you've been cheating on me for 10 years now. If it's been for such a long time, I'm sure I could claim more than what people usually claim.
No way! I can't believe he told you!
Anyway, I'll go turn in the divorce application. Once things settle down, my lawyer should be reaching out to you about the compensation. Goodbye. overheard a rumor that Tucker married the girlfriend he's been with for 10 years. However, the magic of forbidden love may have vanished. And I heard that they're arguing quite often after they got married. It didn't take too long for their marriage to turn ice cold. Even when he reaches out to Joseph, he ignores him. Tucker and his wife almost never talk, even when they're both at home. The only purpose he has is to pay me the compensation every day, and he's turned into an ATM at this point.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.